and a very good morning. Here we are. It's 10 to 9. A lovely sunny day in Goldcrest Valley, and it's a little bit loud. It's a little loud in my there. So yeah, we get that. You anyway. So Goldcrest Valley. Oh, it's great. Farmer Sim 19. Not so great. I'm not a fan. I'm waiting for 22, which will be out in a few weeks actually, as of recording. So I thought I'd get stuck back into doing the game. And you've sold. You've sold what we start with, and I have some fence tractors. So I've got a baler, the Pronto DC9, lovely, which I will fill with fuel, with seeds and fertilizer. There's a baler trailer, and of course the which I'm going to be driving in, the CR1090. It is a modded one, so it's got, have a look at there, the extended storage. It will take a while to fill this. Alright, now I've got them all on follow me, and we're all ready to go to the farm. So off we go. Alright, so you can see they're all following me. Oh sorry, wrong way. Off we all going. Look at the last one. Yeah, lovely. Alright, so looking good, looking good. Let's just put the lights on. Alright, so we are going to start with the fields that we've got. So we're going to bale, a harvest field 15, I think it is, which would be quite cool. Won't get much out of it, and it's got a little bit which is a little bit unharvestable in this mod, which is fair enough. What else are we going to do? We're going to wheat the rest of the fields. So field 12, I think, is at the top. We will I'll make sure I don't miss the turning. Field 12 is at the top, so we'll get that one started straight away. We'll get the wheat from field 15, 14, can't remember the numbers. Yeah, you'll see which one it is. It's the one by the silo. And yeah, and I won't indicate. We've got the traffic off. I'm just using my keys because it's a last minute thing to do a little bit of recording, but I thought it'd be pretty cool. Come on guys. Oh, off we go. Don't want to get there. And we'll just drive up here and we'll turn them all off. Lovely. Oh, you can see field 15, 14, and the other one must be 13. Sorry, I thought it was 12. 12, it is 12. I don't know where 13 is. Alright, must be just around the corner. Alright, so I'm going to put that one here. And we'll stop. Thanks. Thanks for that. Okay. Control F. Okay, so I think that's off. Control F. And Control F. Looks like, yep, looks like they're all off. Oh, already wrecked. Right, so we're going to stick him over here, out of the way. And we're going to move this over towards our field. Which is this one. Now I'm going to... it's the wrong way, isn't it? I don't think we can turn this around in that tight a circle. We'll see. See if we can pull it round. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Okay. Lovely. And then what I'm going to do is turn that off, and crop destruction off. Lovely. Like that. And right. I think that will do. Sorry. now. Is it Q will drop it? La la la, as it said. One of these keys, X and C, no, C's in D and E, so it's X. Do you know, I cannot remember, is it G? Oh yeah, G. Lovely, so we'll fold this away. Cool. Go to G, and then we will unfold. X, is it? Yeah. Brilliant. So that's all ready. Okay. Turn the engine off, and we will. Excuse me. Coming through. We're going to start you off, and we're going to use course play up here. Oh, no we're not. We're going to fill her up first. Now I'll plant some seed, as you'll see here. Okay, open. We're on wheat. So, we just too far away? Close. I can never quite work this out. Which angle is supposed to be? Oh, right there. Start filling. Lovely. Okay. Go and fill up the fertilizer. I think we can do it the same way. Yep. Lovely. Well, that was easier than normal. Brilliant. Close the lid. And let's just make sure we don't hit a tree. And we go to the field. Field 12. Alright, so how is everybody? Fine. It's been such a long time. Right, I think we're about there. So, course play. Right, mouse button. Alright, so there. So that is. I imagine that would be fertilise and. Doesn't actually highlight, but that's fertilise and seed, and we will course generation. So we're on 12. So I go field 12. Looks good. Generate. Lovely. And escape. So we need to. Oh, scary. Oh dear. Looking somewhere else. I forgot those trees there. Oh my lord, my throat's going. Alright. So let's just line this up. Alright, so start at that one, that will do. Stop, blah 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 blah. And drive, of course. Get the mouse on it. Not a lot happened. I wonder if we've got to turn the server on. Should do it. Hang on, let's just go. First waypoint. Oh, hell if I click the right button. What a noob. Alright, lovely. That's gonna hope you not mess up. Let's see. Yeah, lovely. Just gonna start that off. Wonderful. And we will move this over here. Keep this somewhere nice and tidy. When we do the baling. Shouldn't be too much in the way here. turn it off. Alright, so let's do this field. Alright, it's nice and easy. It shouldn't take too long in this. If I can remember. Alright, so let's just... There's a little bit here which won't go, a little square of it, which is quite annoying, and it only goes this way at the first pass. We'll see. Somewhere up here is. Saying that, it's going to do the whole lot, isn't it? Interesting, isn't it? Oh no, there it is. Right, so we'll turn around and go back down. We should get a bit more of that. So let's just... That's why I've turned crop destruction off, because there wouldn't be any left. Alright, you can see it works here. There's a little bit there which will just be a little bit of a nuisance. Alright, that little bit there. Let's just wait for the finish. Alright. Lovely. And we will go down here. Alright. Oh, come back here. Oh, oversteer. So it's not a controller. Alright. Lovely, turn it off. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, so we will do this field and then we will seed it with wheat again. Just continue to do wheat for now. While I decide what to do, what fields to buy next. I think we try for the biggest field. I can't remember what one that is. 26 down the bottom is quite a biggish field. We'll see if we see if we can get a couple of harvesters doing the course. Oh my god, I can't think what it's called. The harvest course. I can't remember what it's called. Alright. Let's have a look. What key was it? Oh, right mouse button. Alright, course play. Sorry, idiot. I knew it was course something. Alright, so we just do this. Get a few bales out of this. Might do them next while we're waiting for 12 to do. I was looking at one map and there's a little piece you can buy which highlights all the other bits, and it costs just $1 or £1 under a billion. Look at the way the lights go through that. It's superb, isn't it? Alright, lovely. So yeah, that's extremely... Yeah, that is a long cheat for that one. Okay. I'm really looking forward to 22, Farming Sim 22, because I haven't enjoyed Farming Sim 19. I literally did well over 1,000 hours on 17 and 40 odd hours on this game. Shows the big difference, doesn't it? It just, maybe I played 17 too long, I don't know. Yep, so we'll get this done. Yeah, I haven't done much on my channel recently. Been too busy. Work has just taken over. Got a ski whiff there. Yeah, so hopefully that'll ease off a little bit. And I thought we'll get 1 or 2 videos at least done a week. I stopped the Battlefield 4. I found I was getting too annoyed It's a very annoying game. Very annoying game. Alright. Alright. Oh, we could have done that all actually. I don't think we can get it all, so I'm just going to keep it of this and we should catch that bit down here. Yeah. Lovely. Looking good, looking good. I'm going to have a little edge here. Pick up another maybe half a bale. Yeah, still sowing over there. I could have got a bigger one. But they're just hard to manage in this small map. Alright, so yeah, they're only really half full. Alright, so we can do here. And then we maybe getting fairly close. There's just going to be little bits coming out. Just do 2 runs at the end. You're almost not worth it, but I just thought, well, we'll just do it anyway. Oh, they're just so sexy, aren't they? Well worth the $500,000. Alright, well that's pretty cool. So, alright, got that sorted. I might go. Where are we I'm going to store this over here. I think he is quite good. Shouldn't get too much in the way. Okay. Oh, let's just unfold it. Of course, and then dump it. Lovely. Let's go and dump this off. If you want to hit the header. No, lovely. Alright, so we go round the outside. And poke the arm out, pipe, whatever the technical phrase is, and deposit our wheat. So we want to be quite a distance. Lovely. Just got there actually. Then when we get a lot, we can just go and sell it all. We'll use it for food. Who knows? Alright, I think just about there. Get the arm back in. Oop, got most of it. And we'll fold her up. And we'll go and park. Actually, we can park her in the main sheds. Oh, using indicators. They're cool, aren't they? Yeah, so I won't go in the vehicle because the steering wheel will be going all over the place. Oh god, I can't see where I'm going. That'll do. Lovely. Alright, so let's go and do baling. Run, Forest, run. I think, no. Lovely. Oh, it's all coming back. So I think Do we have to unfold this, don't we? Yeah. Turn her on. Let's take her back. I think it's lowering the... Alright, let's have a quick look. Okay, lower pickup, sorry. That one. And we just go forward. Yeah. You got one. Oh. So, what is turn off baler? Is it X? Well, Z. One of these keys actually. We've got lift pickup. What's unload? Y, T, R, B, Z. Oh my lord, it's been that long, hasn't it? Okay. Alright, let's see if another one comes out. Oh, yeah, sorry. Pushes it out automatically, doesn't it? Oh, moron. It's been so long, isn't it? I was thinking the round bales. Okay. So we've got two. It's not gonna lose any sleep over a little bit. Well, it's a few quid. Recuperate some of the 3 million pounds that I've spent. Alright, I'm just concentrating on this. Funny feeling, is it still doing the field? Oh, it's just finished. Lovely. Oh dear. I'll get that on the way back. Need a bigger field for this. And I think you've just used the course play. Tight corner here. So I'm not quite sure how much we're going to be getting here, not much. Lovely. Don't know how to scoop up a few little bits. I don't think I'm going to get enough, it's not worth it. Alright, that's fine. Can we do a turn on bale, unload, Y, that's it. Alright, so that's about to come out. Lovely, I think that will do. Brilliant, so fold up that. Parker. And then we're going to do the next field. I don't know, that might be good enough for the first episode, I think. So what have we done, ladies and gentlemen? We have nothing. So, let's just turn that off. Turn this off, it's bugging me. What? Oh, wrong. Did it go in the wrong one? It did, didn't it? And turn that off. And then go this one. Turn this one off. Oh. How come the other one's on? And turn that off. Lovely, we can go for that. Alright. So up there we've harvested the wheat, which we got nearly 10,000 for, and we have numerous bales. I'd probably say 6 or 7 bales, which we just done. We have just cultivated and planted wheat in field 12 using coarse clay. Now I'm going to plonk that on the next field 14 in the next video, and yeah, I think we're just about there. We're also going to need some more equipment, but I think this is fine for starting out, and it keeps us busy for the first day. We'll see how much we can get done. I want to try and do some grass bales, do a massive grass harvest, which would be quite cool. Might need a mod for that. There's a nice round bale that's can't think the make of it. Anyway, okay, so that's enough of that. I'm back. I've actually really enjoyed this. I've been very lazy. I haven't got my controller out, so I use the keyboard. So I apologise for that. Hopefully I have my controller out for the next one. And yeah, have fun. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and comment. I love your comments. Very few people comment. It's a shame. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. Enjoy. Thank you very much. This is Neil going. Try to find a key. Alright, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, dudes. Ciao. Right, let's give this a go. No. So I think I should I should have actually done this. Invader sprite equals new sprite. Lovely. And that will allow us to actually have, because I hadn't actually created an object. So we need to do new sprite. I don't know why. Have I put the wrong thing there? Yeah, lovely. I put a colon there by accident. Alright, so we will try that again. Sorry. Lovely. And there it is. That one there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to make sure, I'm going to change it to blue. And then F5 it. Oh yeah, that's our sprite. Oh, lovely. So we have a sprite drawing on the screen. I'm going to make it light blue again. And now, what we want to do, we just want to get it moving. This is part of our objectives. So we're going to have to add a little bit of code. So in our sprite, I am going to add some code here. Now what I'm going to do is effectively every time this is called, I'm going to move the sprite left or right depending on where it's going. So we're going to need a travel indicator. So I'm just going to move it left till it gets to a certain point on the screen, then move it right till it's getting to a certain point on the screen, and move it back left. Okay, so I am going to effectively add some more members here, and on the next one I'm going to take this out, but for now we're just going to put it in so we can get it moving properly. So I'm going to create bool. Well, actually, I'm going to do a float, and I'm going to call this one f speed. Lovely. And we're going to create a new property for it, which I'll just do at the end here. So it'll be a public float speed, and that is to get, open the brackets, and return speed. Alright, so I did that capitals, didn't I? Sorry. Oh no, it's f speed. I wonder why it wasn't coming up. F speed. There, lovely. Okay, and then I'll set. So we want to just make that, if you remember, equals value, because it's the value that's being passed in. We have it in sprite depth. I did discuss this, I'm sure. Okay, so that's our speed. So in here, I'm going to do a speed of invaders, right? Speed equals minus 1.0 f. Alright, so that's our -1, so it effectively will move left. It's decrementing the x value by that. Alright, so this is at the start. So we have that, and we will go into our sprite, and in update, we will then do, okay, so I'm going to put our position. I wonder if, I don't sure if we can write to a position. So I'm going to do, we will find out. Position x plus equals, and I'll do this as f speed. Lovely. Now if position x is less than, we're going to do this at 10.0. I'm going to f speed equals 1.0 f. Okay, this is just test code. So if the position x is then greater than 500, we're going to make f speed minus 1f. Should start making a little bit of sense. And that's all we need to do. I think. Let's just run this. Oh no, we'll call it first. 1 step forward, 8 steps back. Alright, so it has to be an update because this is our game logic. So I'm going to do invader sprite update, and we're going to pass in game time. Okay, and then do F5. Alright, and there it is moving across the screen. It should get to the end. Oh, looking good. And will it get to the other end? Oh yeah, not quite to the end, but it has got to 500. Lovely. Okay, I think that's all. We've actually got a sprite moving on the screen. I will now introduce you to, let's see, how long have we been recording? Should I do it? I think while this is still fresh in our mind, let me just check. I think I'm just going to refactor this now and show you what's commonly referred to in the sprite world, and we are seeing it, inheritance, and it also enables us to use another phrase, polymorphism, which is, I'll explain it when we go along, but we've got inheritance and polymorphism within classes. These are words that you can impress your friends with, and if they say, but what does that mean? Like they'll ask me, Neil, what does it mean? I'll go, it's far too complicated to go into. Or you could say, I could tell you, but I would have to kill you. No, you don't say that. All right, so that's looking good. We looked at that enough. So this is our problem, and you should already be thinking, Neil, what are you doing? I have an invader sprite, and I have sprite, and I have changed sprite. So we have speed been added to it, which is probably okay. And also in update, I've fixed it, and up and draw, I've fixed it here. In truth, what's going to happen when we want another sprite? If we want, say, the mothership or a bullet, how are we going to do the update when it's already doing something for another type of sprite on the screen, an invader? So what we need to do is we need to create an invader sprite and inherit sprite from it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go into modules, and I'm going to open up and add a new folder, and we're going to call this what should we refer to it as? I am going to refer to it as I don't want to call it enemies. I don't call it because it's effectively sprites, but I want to store it as like. So I'm going to call it game sprites. Okay, just for want of something to call it. And in here, I'm going to add a new class, which is come a little bit quicker. Highlight and remove class 1, and we're going to call this one invader sprite. Okay, and then hit enter. We're now going to pick a sprite. There we go, sprite. Go to the top, and we're just going to highlight all of this. Go to invader sprite, remove these, and replace them with that one. Great. So we've now got a invader sprite. So we're going to make this one public so we can access it. And then we're going to inherit sprite. So just going to do a colon and then do sprite. Okay. We need to use the using. Actually, if we click on this, it's going to do quick actions and refactoring, and that's what we need to add. Lovely. So it's added it for us. There. Brilliant. So this is our sprite as invader sprite. So I'm going to just do a region, and I'm going to do public functionality and end region. Lovely. And in here I'm going to do public override. Ooh. Right. Alright, sorry about that. It's thinking, because we need to refactor as we're going along. So you have to follow this. I'll go slowly. We need to go, because what we need to do, we need to make our functions in our game interface abstract functions, which is technically a little bit, shouldn't really be an interface, it should be an abstract class, but I'm just going to use it as abstract functions with our interface. We then, in our sprite, we then use them as virtual virtual functions which are generated from our abstract functions. And then in our invader sprite, we do an override on the functions that we want to use. All right, follow my lead, and this will start to make a little bit of sense. So we want to change these to abstract. Now, ever so simple, abstract. There, abstract. And I'm going to do that on all of them here. Just a quick refactoring. Okay, so that's that done. Save that. I need to go to sprite. And where we got these functions, we need to do virtual. So I'm going to do public virtual. And then go down. That's for our initialize, for our load content, our update, and also our draw. Lovely. So that's that bit done. So we now go back to our invader sprite because I want to override the draw. It's saying hides inherited draw class to make member override invitation use the keyword override. Okay, so it's already saying we need to use an override here. So I'm just going to do override. Lovely, and that should must precede the member type. Sorry, in here. Override. Lovely. So public override and then the function, which is void draw. Lovely. So I'm just going to override both of them. As in, when I say both of them, it's our update. Lovely. It's our update and our draw. Brilliant. And in here, I am going to get our sprite once, and I'm going to leave speeding because I like that. That's quite an interesting one. So I'm going to also move this, take that out of the update for the sprite, just save the file, go to invader sprite, and I'm going to add that in here. Okay, and just to prove that things are working, I'm going to go back to sprite. I'm going to copy the draw function, copy the whole lot, go into our new draw, and I'm going to change something so that we know it's different. So I am going to effectively take this out for now, and I'm going to use sprite effects, and I'm going to flip it vertically. Lovely, so it's different. Okay, so why can't we? It's all right. So we need to make this position, and I have a funny feeling it might complain with reference changing stuff. So make that position. This will be speed. This will be speed, and that is speed. Yes. So we can't modify because it's a property. So what we need to do a vector2, and we call this pos equals position, and then we do pos x plus that, and then we want to do down here. This is the disadvantage using properties because it really protects stuff. You can't access a member like an x or a y within our vector2. So you have to create a local copy, do the change, and then change that vector2 with the new one. So I now want to do position equals pos. Lovely, and that's that done. Just pause the video, copy this code in, and it will work. All right, lovely. So we have done such a lot. So we have effectively modified or refactored our game interface. So we made them abstract functions. This is so that we can uh, inherit functionality, but change functionality. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's it allows you to override functions and change them for the different sprites, which makes such a big difference when you have loads of sprites. So this is where polymorphism comes into it, because when we draw them, we just use sprite.draw, and it will do the invaders draw, which is different to the sprite draw, which is fascinating. But the more sprites we put on there, the more this is all start to make sense, and then you'll realize that it's a massive learning curve. So if you are following this, oh, hats off and well done. It is, there's a lot to learn. Let me just save that. All right, so we are going to test this. So we're going to go in here and we're going to create another sprite. So we're going to call this one. So I'm going to include. So it's using classic game invaders. Oh, can't type right. Create modules, game sprites. Lovely. And in here, this is invader sprite. Invader sprite. And I'm going to start another one. And I'm just going to call this one sprite. And I'm going to call this one just sprite. Just the sprite. Beat that one for a name. Okay, so in here we need to change this because we're not going to create a new sprite. We're going to create a new invader sprite. Lovely. And what we're going to do, we're going to block copy all of this code, and we are going to replace this. Now remember that if you press the Alt key and highlight where you want to start, so we'll start at the top on the N, just highlight it, and I'll go down and I will highlight invader. Now I'm going to type just the sprite, and it's changed it all. Lovely. That's that easy. It's lovely. It just saves you no enter time. We need to just change this to sprite, and we have the same ones again. So I'm going to start it at a higher place, 220, and we are going to make this one light green. No, light pink. Woohoo. All right, lovely. So we have two sprites now. We have Invader Sprite and Just the Sprite. Okay, Just the Sprite is a new sprite, and Invader Sprite is an Invader Sprite. Lovely. So in here, we're now going to do Just the Sprite draw. And we're passing game time, and terminate that with a semicolon. Now at the top here, we are going to do just sprite, just the sprite update. So there are our two sprites. Lovely. So I'm just going to put a comment in there so we know what we're doing. So it's sprite update. Makes sense, doesn't it? Sprites update. Okay, and we've got draw sprites below. Lovely. So yeah, so I'm effectively calling the update for both the sprite and invader sprite, and the draw for the sprite and invader sprite. Lovely. Let's try this. Oh, look at this. This is work. All right. So R, just the sprite, has got no update functionality, so it's staying there and it's pink. Now our draw on our invader one has flipped the sprite vertically, okay, because we hard coded that, and in our update, it's actually moving the sprite. Perfect. So this is how to use classes. So we've got two sprites. One is stationary. Well, actually, I could do. I was going to do add another sprite and have it moving horizontally. But yeah, lovely. So this is making sense, isn't it? I hope so. I will put this somewhere, and I'll think about where to put it. I might do it on my Google Drive and then share it. I'll see if I can share this in the description. If not, I'll find some way of sharing this. So I'll copy all the source. So, oh, basically the project. I'll put the project in a zip and I will share it for you. So you can at least see this code if you're having problems trying to follow. So, okay. Oh dear, well, lots going on. I hope this is followed because it's just pure test code. Will we then moving this into a slightly better way of implementing it? I think we've really progressed. We've got the essence of a game. We've got control of moving of our sprites and governed by some hard-coded values. This is also assuming a fixed width screen. Which we will sort out at a later date, but that's a minor detail. Yeah, so what this has done is test code, and it's proved our sprite an invader sprite, and the invader sprite inheriting the sprite, because we've used position from our sprite in our invader sprite. I'm just going to go over some things here, like here. So this is from sprite. And then this is invader sprite. This is a temporary variable which I've changed and then stored it back into sprite. All of this is coming from sprite, which we've already prior set up in our when we set it up at initialize, and we've actually fixed this here as flip vertically for now. Lovely. All right, I think that's more than enough for this, and a funny feeling that we have. Let's see, have we still got it open? The text, what to do. So we've got our game interface, a sprite object. I haven't done the sprite manager. We will do that in a separate part of the video. But we've created more than that. We created a sprite and our invader sprite, and we're moving the invader around the screen. And I've showed you how to extend your game interface to abstract functionality, which you then make virtual in your sprite, because it's the first part of inheritance. And then from your sprite, you can override them in your classes that will inherit sprite. Yes, it's like, all right, so I will write it here. So we have our invader sprite, which is inherited from sprite, and that is inherited from game interface. Okay, so that's what it is. So there's a single flow going across. Sprite has inherited the interface, game interface, and Invader Sprite has inherited Sprite, which also inherited the game interface. It's clever how it does it. If you do another one, like Invader Sprite, you can inherit functionality from Invader Sprite. Very, very cool. And then you can override certain other functionalities. So you can it becomes a wonderful, wonderful nightmare to code. Lovely. Okay, that's enough of my waffle. I will terminate this and upload it ASAP. So this is the end of this massive large part, but we have done so much. And please forgive the slight speed up in my implementation because I want to get this done and we can move on. Hopefully there's enough pause there so you can see what I've typed in. From this moment on, I will try and code some chunks and then let you code some chunks. But it's a little bit awkward at the moment because this is new territory for all of us. When we get into more familiar um, environment of the game logic and things like that, it becomes a lot more, well, a little bit of interaction from you in a non-virtual way in the safety of your own home. You can pause the video, type away at some code, and then see if that's very similar to mine or if your code works. Lovely. So I haven't forgotten that. This is just core stuff that needs to be done so we can progress with the game. Okay. If you're happy, raise your hands. All of you, great. Please subscribe. Please hit the like, and more importantly, please comment. I'd love to know your reactions to this, how you feel about it. Am I going too fast? What areas have I confused you on? Because I got confused myself. Yeah, it's very interesting. Feedback would be wonderful. All right, then, catch you on the next one.